Hi Body for Bump community, welcome to this pelvic floor and core restore program. We are really going to be focusing on building that strength from the inside out. So focusing on strengthening that pelvic floor and core muscles, which were very overstretched in pregnancy. So with this class and in this program, you really want to be focusing on slow and controlled movements that are really designed to build that strength from the inside out, so that when you are ready to get back to proper exercise and workouts, there's no injury, and you've also now built strength in those muscles that have been obviously stretched from our growing belly. So for today's class, you just need a mat and that's it. So let's get started. We're going to get started in a lying down position. So with postpartum, especially in those early days, you really want to be mindful about how you're moving your body. So we're going to come down onto our back as if we were still pregnant. So coming back down onto our side and then lying onto our back. And we're just going to focus on some 360 breathing here. So this is breathing where we breathe into our ribs, our belly, and then just exhaling and bringing everything back to normal. So this really just opens up the body, allows us to get deeper into those muscles. So on your inhale, breathe into the ribs, the belly, the chest. Almost feels as if you're blowing up a balloon in your belly. And then exhale, feeling it all contract and come together. Inhale, blow up that belly. Exhale. You'll notice that as you exhale, as your core starts to flatten, you might start to feel some activation there. You might feel your pelvic floor tightening a little bit. This is good. This is the kind of strength and activation that we're looking for. So inhale, feel as if a balloon's blowing up in your belly, your ribs, your chest. Exhale, contracting that core, that pelvic floor. We got 4 more rounds here. Last one. Okay, we're going to take this up a notch and move into pelvic tilts. So we're going to do the same breathing, and we're going to inhale into our belly, our ribs, our chest, and on the exhale, we're going to pull our belly button into our spine. We're going to flatten our back against the mat. So if you want to put your fingers here, you can feel that you can't get your fingers through your back, and you want to shorten your ribs and your hips and almost bring them together. And naturally, as you do that, you'll notice that your pelvic floor starts to tilt towards the ceiling. And then inhale to release, exhale, pull belly to spine, flatten back. Pull the ribs together, and you'll naturally notice that your pelvic floor will tilt up. So we've got about 8 more rounds here. So inhale, exhale, creating that nice deep core connection. Almost feels as if you're zipping up your pelvic floor. So let's say you're lying on your bed and you're trying to pull on a pair of your skinny jeans. This is the kind of feeling that you want, where you're trying to like pull everything together and pull them up. I remember in the early postpartum days when I was doing these gentle movements, how even movements like this just felt so good on the body. It really was such a gentle time. I know as moms, we're so busy. We have so many things on our mind, and just coming to a mat and doing these exercises is just such a beautiful way to not only just allow yourself that space to be calm and to actually just catch your breath, but also it's just such a beautiful act of self-care for yourself as well. We've got 3 more here. Last one. Okay, bringing your hands down to the side of your mat, palms down, shoulders away from ears, and we're just going to do some leg slides. So just gently dragging your foot along your mat, extending it long, and then drawing it back in. Switching over to the other side. Slow and steady. Keep that core nice and tight. You'll naturally notice that you might even feel this exercise in your pelvic floor, in your core. It's these subtle movements where we're starting to rebuild strength that you can already feel. And the slower, the better. Inhale to extend your leg long. Exhale to bring it back in. Remembering to breathe, just gentle, slow movements here. We've got 2 more on each side. Last one on each side before we move into knee drops. Okay, keeping your knees bent, you can bring your feet slightly closer up towards your glutes. And we're just going to do a gentle knee drop out to the sides. We just take our knee, gently drop it out, not too far, because the further you go, you'll notice that you'll start to feel a little bit unstable. So it's just a gentle drop out to the right and back to center, and then drop out to the left and back to center. You'll notice that your core will be activated as we're using our core to bring our knee back into center. So slow, controlled movements, keeping that core nice and tight. Just gently dropping the knees out to the side. Just so you know, I'm right alongside you here doing this pelvic and core floor rehab program. About 2 months postpartum. So I can feel how even a subtle movement like this is making the world of difference to my core and pelvic floor. I can feel it being activated. Got 2 more on each side. Remembering to breathe. Last one on the left. And keeping your knees in a bent position, we're now just going to do a gentle foot lift. So just gently lifting your foot off the mat and back down again. Just a hover off the mat. It doesn't have to be very high. Just a gentle hover. Keeping that core nice and tight as well. You'll notice that as you lift your foot, your core will be activated. Your pelvic floor is also working hard to create stability. As I say, it's these simple, subtle movements that make such a difference in that healing process. And you'll be surprised at how even the smallest movement you can feel so deeply in your body. Slow and controlled, using your core to lift that foot. Remembering to breathe. Exhale to lift your foot. Inhale to lower. Just one more on each side. Last one. Okay. Keeping knees bent, palms down again. We're going to focus on that breathing technique that we did in the beginning. So we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, draw our belly button to our spine, shorten our ribs, and we're just going to lift our right leg to 90 degrees and just hold here for a breath and drop the foot down. We're going to stay on the same side, so inhaling, keeping that core nice and tight, keeping the back flat against the mat. And we're just gently going to lift the leg to 90 degrees and back down. Slow and controlled. As we go on and move on in each week, each workout, we're going to progress and build upon what we've done in the last one. So this is just simply prepping us for what's to come in the next workout. One more on this side, and then we're switching over to the other side. Switching over to the left leg, so let's prepare again. Inhale. Breathe into belly, exhale, draw belly button, spine. Feel your back flattening against the mat. Shorten the ribs and the hips. Bring your leg up to 90 and drop your foot down. Exhaling, just drop it down. Inhaling to bring it up. If you notice that your back wants to arch a lot, you can either lift the leg a little bit higher or a little bit lower. Might make it slightly easier. I find higher works better for me. Really want to keep that core nice and tight and the pelvic floor stable, so find that sweet spot for you. You don't want your back to be arching. You want to keep it nice and flat, that core nice and tight. About 4 more here. Remembering to breathe. Last one. And gently place that foot down. Okay, rolling over onto the side and coming up onto all fours. So we can obviously roll over as if, we were still pregnant, we're still using, healing. So let's gently roll onto our side and come up into a kneeling position on all fours for some cat-cows. So coming onto all fours, we're going to inhale and really round our upper back. And on the exhale, tilt our pelvic floor upwards and get that nice juicy stretch in that lower back. Really rounding into that upper back, feeling that good, nice juicy stretch there. I know this is such a juicy stretch, especially if we've been hunched over, feeding our babies, rocking them to sleep. Last cat-cow before we move into our final stretch for the day. Allowing your spine to find neutral, and now we're just going to open our knees and gently come down into child's pose, finishing off today's workout here. Placing your forehead on the mat and just allowing your body to be heavy. Allow your body to drop and be heavy. Open your knees, just allowing it to become heavier, and just relax on the mat. We're going to be here for 3 breaths, so just taking your time, just allowing your body to melt into the mat. Just really taking this time to be so grateful and proud of yourself for getting on the mat today. I know it's not easy. One last big inhale and exhale here. Then gently coming out of the position, placing one hand on your heart, one on your belly, breathing into your belly for a final exhale. Well done, Mama. I hope that you enjoyed today's workout. As I said, slow, controlled, beautiful, gentle movements that are really going to help you build that strength from the inside out. So I cannot wait to see you in the next workout as we continue to build that pelvic floor and core strength. So remember to hydrate, go and get yourself a nice meal, and you can come back to any of these workouts anytime that you are feeling like you just need some space, some time to reconnect to your body, and you're wanting to rebuild that strength. So I'll see you in the next workout.